Hey, it's Raktar, and after an entire episode of wandering around and bug collecting, I didn't even get any heart pieces. I mostly just bug collected. I went and traded my bombs out for more bombs. Did not get a lot done in the last episode, but I'm finally here at the water temple, and I intend to kick some ass. You have to hit these guys in the butthole right now, but later on the game will give you a method for killing them without just poking them in the butthole. So, for now, I've got to do it the old-fashioned way. Just gotta wait it out. Actually, I think that I can shield bash them. Oh, nope. Shield bashing them just causes them to get scared. Although, yeah, just gonna have to wait it out. Come on, buddy. Crap. I'm not doing a very good job at waiting it out. Here we go. Slash your ass. I don't even think there's a reason to kill... Like, I might as well just have avoided this episode. But, actually, I do think, not particularly in this room, but what's interesting about these metal shells is that you actually need them for certain puzzles. Like, there's areas where they have buttons that you need to press down, and where, like, a usual puzzle would require that you press down the button using a block or something that they give you. In this temple, I think they give you those armored... I want to call them... I guess they're armadillos? That's a really bad joke. They are armadillos, though. They're armored armadillo... In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I would be damned if that wasn't, like, the pun that the creators meant to be going for when they made those enemies. Like, there's no way in hell that those enemies were made and the creators didn't think they were being really clever and being like, okay, we're gonna give a stupid, like, pun named this enemy. We're gonna call it the Armadillo. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say from now on that those enemies are called Armadillos. And if anybody decides to question me on that one, that's fine, because I'm probably wrong, since that is just... Oh, finish! Oh, I didn't finish in time. I wasn't thinking. Alright, whatever. But yeah, I do like the name Armadillo. I hope that I'm actually right about that. I'm gonna go Google it afterward. I'll find out if they're actually called Armadillos, and then I can be happy. Oh. I forgot that this temple is reminiscent of the original water temple in that it's got all kinds of... You gotta raise and lower the water level, and it's annoying as fuck. Alright, let's go just look around. I suppose my first order of business in this temple is going to be to look around every floor and see what all I can do without actually doing anything, but it appears as if the answer to that question is there's nothing I can do without actually doing anything. So, I know that... Okay, can I just jump on this switch, or... Okay, so you can only jump on the switch if it's next to a ledge. So those are probably set up like that so you can jump on them if the stairs are not pointed in a direction that you need them to be at the current moment in time. But clearly, those stairs are pointed in a direction that I need them to be at the current moment in time, so that's not really something I should worry about. Alright, I can go through that door. Let's find out some other doors that I can go through. The doors to my heart. Gotta kill all the enemies. Alright, so I can move the stairs this way. That's... I'm not going to move the stairs until... I feel like this is one of those places where I need to be careful about jumping the gun. So I should probably just make sure I go through the door now, before I start moving shit around, and then not worry about moving shit around later. Also, I can go down to this area, which it looks as though I can climb back up from, so that might also serve some significance. Man, this is totally... I remember now that they completely made the Lakebed Temple, like, reminiscent of old school Lakebed Temple in Zelda, where they just sat there and they said, we're just gonna make it so there's a ton of shit that you can do all the time, but there's only one thing that you should be doing, and if you're stupid enough to do the wrong thing, then you're gonna end up fucking yourself in the long run. Man, they really went all out making sure they used the right enemy here to guard me, right? Oh shit. But clearly I can't do anything. Even though I can go this way, I need that water to be flowing for that to do anything. See, like I said, they're going to make it so there's a bunch of stuff that you can do, but there's only one thing that you should do. Alright, let's pull the switch now. It is time to pull the switch and see what I can get going down right here, right now, in Chinatown. And, oh, ooh, there's a locked door over there. Well, that doesn't help me. Alright. I'm gonna make sure that I don't accidentally jump off the edge and that I actually pull the switch. Alright, cool beans. Switch pulled. Hopefully we'll be able to get through a door. Oh, look. I was like, oh man, I was like, how do they do this? But then they make it so you don't fall when you pull the thing. They have a nice little recess in the stairs. Alright. There's gotta be another door that opened up. And hopefully a door that doesn't require a water wheel to be moving for me to go through it like an asshole. That's the door I came in, isn't it? I don't even know. Can't be the door I came in. Why would I have to have switched the stairs if this is the door I came in? Oh, except for it's blocked by another water wheel. I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe my first order of business should have just been to jump all the way down. Because, oh, you know what? I'm being really stupid. I can see the water wheels on the map. It shows, do you see that in the hallway? There's a little green marking that denotes, hey, Raktar, there's a water wheel here, and oh, I need a key. I didn't think about this before. When I went into this door earlier, I didn't even think about the fact that I could pull this switch as I came out of that room, and then this switch will totally let me into the one door that appears to be a door that I can actually get stuff done in. So at least now I've found one route that I can take, and I've also found this box, which maybe that'll have a key in it, maybe it'll have a compass or a map. Either a compass or a map would be great in this dungeon right now. Alright, map is good enough just because this dungeon seems to be a little more complex than the other dungeons, although I have pointed out in previous episodes that in this whole game, dungeons seem to be pretty damn complex, or at least more complex than in previous Legend of Zelda games. Oh yeah, see now we're in Progressville, USA. After I wandered around that room for a while, I'll probably try and cut as much needless stuff out of that room as possible. But it's really hard to gauge sometimes, like, what was needless and what was not needless. Oh shit. Well, clearly I can't make it onto that platform from here, or maybe I can. That seems like a long shot. Yep, that's a long shot. True question is, oh, I guess I'm supposed to. The most obvious route would have been that, but for some reason I assumed this door was... Yeah, okay. Can I jump over that? I wonder? Something gives me the feeling that that is gonna stop... Yep, that is stopping me right now from doing anything. Dude, leave it to me to not notice this forever. There's stalactites here. I should have known. I mean, like, the game has already used that as a method of doing stuff in this room. I should have realized that because there's stalactites here, well, I mean, because there's a room where there's nothing to do, the game is just going to use mechanics that it's already used. I don't know, like, why it didn't occur to me that the game wouldn't just... Yeah, there we go, see? It didn't occur to me that the game was just going to use mechanics that are already existing in this dungeon for me to get things done, and yet I'm sitting here super confused as to what to do when it's like, dude, it's super obvious. Just use the same mechanics that the dungeon has already been using, aka the stalactite method. So now that I've got a key, I can probably, I mean, I can head back and use the one door that was blocked by a key, and hopefully that will allow me to raise the water, because I think a lot more can also be done, it looks like, in this room once the water's raised. So I'm gonna head back and go to that switch. Okay, here's the first key door. It's on the top floor. Well, I don't know if it's the first key door, but it's the first key door that clearly is calling for me to go through it, so I'm going to assume it's the first and most useful key door in this area, and hopefully this will lead me to the glory that I've been failing to find. See, this has some of those water tracks, which is leading me to believe that water will be flowing through here, so this has got to be the place. Oh, and it gives me, yay, more water bombs. I feel as though conserving my water bombs in this dungeon is going to be very important. And what? Did I just use a key on a door that I can't even do anything in the room? I think I did. Why would the game even allow me to do... Oh, no, stalactites. God damn it, Raktar. Stalactites. That's why it's giving me bombs, is because it knows that you're going to have more trouble with arrows than bombs. I'm so... And, oh, blowing that other stalactite down didn't do anything. I just wasted a bomb. Well, hey, at least I noticed right away. It didn't take me, like... Seriously, in that last room, it took me probably about... And I'm just going to admit my embarrassment here. It probably took me about, like, 20 minutes before I noticed that there was stalactites on the ceiling, and that the game wanted me to use the stalactites. Okay. So I could either drop down to that side the normal way, or I could drop down to that side the switch way. Oh, cool, and that opens this gate. That was a good call for me to get off on there instead of to get off down below, so I can now not have to climb that thing if I want to get up. Okay. Is this a bombable wall? I think that rock is way too big to be bombable, and I almost don't want to attempt to risk a bomb on it, but at the same time, what if this is the way? What if this is the path to glory, and I'm gonna waste it by not bombing it? Oh, see, it's totally a bombable wall. Good thing I had the good sense to bomb it, but it seems to lead back to somewhere I don't care about. I think this room is going to have the object that's going to change the dungeon for me. Oh no, it doesn't, but this room I think is... So notice that this is the room, this is the top part of the room that I was in earlier, down below. And, I think this is going to serve some importance, because, yeah, I need to get over there and get this thing spinning. And then once this thing is spinning, I'm going to be... I don't want to accidentally fall off here, so we're going to be... Oh, he fell! I was all like, shit, if I accidentally fall here, I'm screwed. And then the enemy, I guess, wasn't as forward-thinking as I was, and they were not thinking about... For some reason, the enemy was not afraid of falling off. Even though I clearly was, and they were just like, ah, it doesn't matter if I fall. Falling is for champions, when really, what the enemy didn't realize all along is that falling is for losers and failures, so. The enemy in this case was a failure, whereas I was a totes champion who rocks. Ooh, and another small key! That's exactly, like, those are all I need. Oh, and I can't, I thought maybe for some weird reason I might be able to push that by hand, but clearly it is the case that I cannot, but... That small key will surely aid me in the future. I don't even want to bother fighting this dude. So I guess I'll head back through this room and try and go the other way, or go try and find another use for this small key, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do, because clearly that door over there is too high for me to jump up onto the ledge. Oh, yep, and this way has a ramp, so yep, this has got to be the way. If the other one is too high for me to jump to, but this one has a ramp, this has got to be the way that I was intended to go. I guess I should have saved that small key for later, but then it's like, who knows, maybe... Oh, I remember this crazy-ass enemy. I forget how to beat it, but I remember it. You know what? We can just assume that... Oh, that wasn't... I actually meant to try to do that with a bomb arrow, because, yeah, you can't actually slice it. Yeah, let's try and bomb arrow this bad boy, instead of trying to do it that way. Why did I take my arrows off in the first place? Bomb arrow! Alright, LoZ, time for you to meet Mr. Bomb Arrow. Oh, crap. I don't think that actually did anything. Oh no, it totally did. It just, because he touched me while I was pulling it back, it didn't register properly. Here we go. Oh, and that wasn't even a good use for a bomb arrow. I thought that was going to be a great use for a bomb arrow, because I figured that it was going to be that was like a mini-boss, but apparently that's just a normal enemy. Which makes me feel all the more useful for wasting a bomb arrow on a normal enemy, but I suppose I had to if I wanted to kill that guy, and I totally wanted to kill that guy. He was a dick. He deserved the death that he got. Okay. So, I need to get onto that ledge somehow. I guess I'll just jump across for now. That's going to be a bridge, but it's not a bridge yet, so... Man, so... much amazing complexity to this dungeon. Alright, so